So hopefully I get some right notes too. But I did a gig about 2 years ago, and after the show was over, I was tearing things down. I put these on my drum kit. Well, there's unfortunately a drunk person walking around, and they knocked them off the stand, and I thought they had cracked. And so they didn't, so I only wear them for special occasions. So I brought them over. Since this is the Gene Goldkette post-Bix era set, I can wear my official Goldkette glasses, so to read the music. So, oh yeah, that's. If you come to our house in Davenport, I know Andy's been there and Mike's been there. There's as I said, our dining room is like 14 bass drums in there, so, and mallet instruments, and so. But marrying a musician as a wife was one of the best moves I ever made. So. We have sheet music and records everywhere too, so. Okay, I think we're all set. All right. So these arrangements that you're going to be hearing today came from three people in particular, and I wanted to acknowledge them right away. Frank Van Noest from Holland, he and I got together in 2001 online, and he started doing a lot of the transcriptions of the Goldkette music when I was first starting out with this music. And he and I are still friends, and he's still doing music for me, so you're going to hear a couple of his transcriptions, as well as, how many of you are very familiar with the Bratislava Hot Serenaders?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Well, Jure and Richard, Jure Bartos and Richard Fichor, is that right, Spats? That's what we decided?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. I consulted my language expert, so, yes. Fichor, okay. They did these transcriptions for their latest album called I Like That, and if you haven't got it, I would really recommend going to get it. And when I was getting ready to do the transcriptions, I had gotten a hold of Jure, and he was very kind and generous to send me 5 of these that he and Richard had done. And so you're going to hear 5 of them from those two, and then Frank Van Noest has 2 of them, and then you'll get to hear David Boardinghouse today doing a piano solo that was written by Gene Goldkette in 1926 that came out of Gene's personal collection, which I have seen before. So it's only been recorded. That was about 15 years ago with my band, so it's the first time it's been played in many years. So we're going to have some fun. Everybody's so quiet on stage, and they're like really serious. So I hope, yeah, there we go. Breaking the ice. So, and also, there are some members of the group that are not in your program that I wanted to acknowledge. We have 3 wonderful violinists. We know Emma Fisk, who you saw perform earlier today, but we also have Dawn Allen and Kay Usher. If we can give them a warm welcome here. There'll be another person coming up who will be singing, and we'll get to her when we get around to the vocal parts. But we're going to kick off with some music here. It's from 1928, the Goldkette Band. This had Van Fleming on vocals, and we're going to have Jeff Barnhart on vocals. This is entitled My Blackbirds Are Bluebirds Now. All right, so there we go. My blackbirds are bluebirds now. So we're going to go back to 1927. This would have been recorded in Kansas City when the band was located in Chicago. They weren't in Detroit at the time. Goldkette actually had a lot of bands around the Midwest area. They were still based out of Detroit, but also had groups in the Kansas City area and had groups in Chicago. So his name was spread all throughout the Midwest there. And this is following the big breakup of his best band, the Victor Recording Band, with Bix and Trumbauer. But the band kept going after these guys were here, and a lot of people do forget about the musicians that were playing this music. And I think it's some hot music that was a great, great chance for the guys to express themselves following Trumbauer and Bix and Chauncey Morehouse and Bill Rank. Is that it's still hot recordings, and they were still in connection with the McKinney's Cotton Pickers at the Greystone Ballroom. So a lot of great arrangements came out of there. So this next one had a vocal by Hoagie Carmichael, who's also with the group. It's entitled My Ohio Home. All right, getting my exercise on the set too. So, but how about the band? Don't they sound fantastic? Violins and full band here. This is hard music. One of the gentlemen that was in charge of leading this band or directing it was Harold Stokes, who was the accordion player. And we don't have an accordion with us today. I contacted Keith Nichols about his, and he said that his was in for repair. So, Yeah, very gentleman. So we're not going to have any of your accordion songs. So if you were really anticipating that Harold Stokes accordion, I apologize. But we're going to feature Mike Davis on the vocals for this next one. This is one that Ure had done for the group, and it's entitled "Don't Be Like That."
One, two, three, four. You play so hard to get, so don't be like that. I want a little kiss, just one you'll never miss, but you don't want a kiss, now don't be like that. I don't know why, but you love to tease me, but if you just try, you'll find it easy to please me. We're in a quiet place, I'll say, oh, let's embrace. You laugh right in my face, now don't be like that.